Hello cruising world, Mick the Suit Guy with you today. I'm going to talk to you about something that they do on the Virgin cruise. Where we're on the Scarlet Lady. We went into their little private island. Well, it's not completely private, but they own an area. They call it the Shore Club in Bimini, and you can go ashore when they go to the port for the day, and the resort is basically yours. I've seen like when Carnival go in, and I look at the shore excursions, when they go to Bimini, you can rent one of the cabanas they have there, but you don't get the entire place like Virgin has it. Like they literally own it, I'm sure. That they lease the whole entire place. I don't know how it works, but when you go there, all the crew are ashore with you to bring you beers and stuff like that, so you can charge everything to your onboard account. They provide a free lunch, which was it was phenomenal free lunch. I can't even begin to tell you how great it was. And then you have this whole huge area. We got a cabana because we were worried that we wouldn't have cover and it was going to be a hot day. But it turned out there was so many chairs with umbrellas and stuff everywhere. We did not need to get the cabana if we didn't want to. You didn't really get anything with the cabana, so you don't need to get it, in my opinion. But if you want to get a cabana for that little peace and quiet away, you can go ahead and do that. But again, you don't need to. One thing I do recommend that you do not necessarily do, you do not have to wait until the end of the day to watch the bonfire lighting. They'll advertise this huge, spectacular bonfire lighting to celebrate the end of the day. And what a letdown. Can't even begin to tell you. So they have these great big balls in there and everything, and so everybody's sitting around, everybody got their chairs like half an hour before, so they got a spot to watch what they thought was going to be this great lighting and everything. And then you turn around and somebody just came along and lit it. We even make a big fuss of it or anything. It was just turn around, it was there, and it was already alight. It didn't even see him do it. It was like they just got like a little like flamethrower thing, you know, the little light things, and off it went. There was no announcements, no nothing. You just, if you didn't see them do it, you would never know it was done. So a bit of a letdown. And then the band came along, played like 3 or 4 songs, and just left. Honestly, not worth it. And then everybody rushes back to get the shuttle, little shuttle trains, things that they have back to the boat, and you have to wait, and it's packed, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I would go back a bit early if I went again next time, but each to their own. Anyways, it was beautiful, really relaxing, nice day. They had a DJ played there for like a couple of hours, like at noon till 2 or 3 o'clock. They went on full club. They have all these massive floaties they brought out to the pool, and everybody's jumping on them. So it's a really good party vibe and atmosphere for a while there. And then it was mellow the rest of the day. So perfect day. Easily my favorite day we had ashore. Well, not really, because when we went to Costa Maya, we went to our favorite little all-inclusive resort there. Another video coming up on that at some point. But yeah, so Costa Maya was actually really good. 2 really good port visits. Anyways, definitely recommend when you go to Bimini to go here and just relax for the day and enjoy yourselves. But don't take my word for it. Take my video word for it. All right, here we are. We're off the ship, ready to go to the beach club. If I said shore club in that video, my bad. It's the beach club. There's the back of the ship. We're just walking up to get on the transportation to take us to the beach club. I'm going to show you a video of the whole area. It's a short ride, about 5 minutes or so. So we are now in the transportation, ready to go. And away we go. They run there's like 3 of these, I think, that run kind of continuously, taking you back and forth all day. We stayed all day. We waited for the bonfire. Joke that was. There's one coming back. So as we leave, another one comes in to pick more people up. One stop on the way, but you're more than welcome to get off. You might have to, but here is the beach club. And we're going to make our way in and show you all the way around. On the left, I forgot to pan it, but that's where you would check in for the cabanas. And this is kind of like a greeting area. And here's a map up at the front of everything that's there. We actually rented one of the Grove cabanas. I'll show you a close-up video of that a little bit later in this video. But for now, I'm just going to walk you around the whole area. We got there quite early, so nobody was really here yet. Again, this whole area is owned by Virgin Cruise Lines for the day. I know when the Carnival ship comes in, you can rent a cabana, but it's more of a public area. It's not an exclusive area like it is here. So the only people here are yourselves, the Virgin crew, who served you all day, and you can charge things to your onboard account. And they made you lunch, and everything is all included. Well, obviously you got to pay for the drinks, but the food was free. And it was phenomenal, as you're going to see. So basically here we're just walking around. They had a DJ there all day as well, and from like 12 until 2 or 12 till 3 or a couple of hours early afternoon, they went full on club. and then it was a bit mellower for the rest of the day. So really good atmosphere. They brought out loads of floaties, huge floaties. They are the Grove Cabanas. That's one of the ones we stayed in. I'll show you that close up in a while. Just a really fun day this was. I definitely recommend when you go to Bimini that you do the beach club. Don't go do another shore excursion is my recommendation. Unless a relaxing day isn't for you. And loud music, because it did get quite loud when the DJ played. Well, we're just walking around the whole area. You can see there's plenty of areas with cover. We got the cabana because we were scared there wouldn't be anywhere with cover and we get sunburnt, because I suffer terribly from that if I'm not careful. But as you can see, there were plenty of areas where you could get cover and shade, so we didn't have to worry about renting the cabana. And you'll see even more on the beach when we get there in a second. You'll see more cabanas on the left. Now, the people that buy the Rockstar cabins on the cruise do get first choice on the cabanas. So you basically, if you're not a Rockstar cruiser, you will get a cabana if there's any left. But the risk is they'll all be gone anyway. Plenty of restrooms around. There was one on the right there with some showers. There was like a little shop coming up here on the right as we head down to the beach. But this whole beach area was yours as well. You'll see all the umbrellas there, so you're covered in the shade. Not a bad view, huh? Off to the right was more like a public area where you could rent some beach activity stuff for the water. Didn't really see many people do that. So I'm just going to walk you down the beach a little bit here to give you an idea of what the seats are like on the beach. Again, this is all included with the Virgin, no charge for these chairs. The only charge for the day was the cabanas, and there's more of them there on the left. These are the beach cabanas. So different types of cabanas, different pricing. Again, the Rockstar cruisers get first choice on the cabanas. So if they're all gone, they're all gone. We're just going to head back up here. The Tiki Bar, right there. Coming up, we're going to show you the pool. And you'll see this a bit later on, but early afternoon, they suddenly brought out all these enormous floaties and made it into a huge pool party for a couple of hours. It was a lot of fun. When I say we were here early, we weren't here that early, just everybody else was late, shall we say. So you can continue walking all the way down here, and all these areas on the beach are yours. As you can see, it was a little bit of a cloudy day, but it was actually very, very comfortable. It didn't rain. We got lucky. More cabanas, more beachy areas. Plenty of walkways to keep the sand away from you as much as possible. Those big brown round things, that's where they did the bonfire at night. There's 3 of them down the beach. They just did it in one today. Although, as you'll see, it really wasn't worth it. But anyway, I digress, as I always do. And I always say that. We come up to the middle of the pool, kind of split into 2, left and right. There's one side. I'm going to keep walking down there. Pool's on your left. More cabanas on your right. More chairs on your left. Again, you'll see there's plenty of umbrellas. I would just recommend, when we sailed, there wasn't that many people on the ship. When the ship was closer to capacity, I definitely recommend coming in a bit earlier if you want to make sure you get a chair with an umbrella so you have shade. Pool bar. You could swim up and sit in hammocks if you could get into them. But as you can see, loads of space here for everybody to sit and enjoy the day. It's an enormous area. And again, I can't stress it enough, all these areas except the cabanas were free. First come, first served. Now that may change, but when we went, it certainly was the case. I'm going to walk you around the back. And there was a specific Rockstar area where only the Rockstar people could go. This is also the side where they serve the food. But I'm walking up to the Rockstar area right now. And they let me in. I said, please, I know I'm not a rock star, but can I just pop in and take a video? Thank you. So this is the Rockstar area at the beach club in Bimini. private area, as it were, for them. I did walk by here a couple of times during the day and didn't see too many people there, so I'm not sure how many Rockstar cruisers they had on this cruise. I know we weren't. It's quite expensive. And they got their own private bar area. So yeah, all this is the Rockstar area. With their own bar. And we're going to head back out and going to finish our loop of the beach club. And then I'm going to show you a few more little videos of the food and when they had the party and stuff like that, close up of our cabana. But this is just, like I said, this is just a walk around of the whole area before the day got crazy. So this here is the dining area where they serve food at lunch. When it was fuller, they actually had two different areas where they could have done the food, but as the ship wasn't anywhere near capacity this particular day, they just had it on one side. But if you look back, you'll have seen another area similar to this on when I first started the tour, and they could have done food there as well. But again, on this day, it was just inside there. And you'll see that when it's full a little bit later in this video. Well, not a little bit later, very soon. So we're just completing our loop. Come back around here. Very clean, a very enjoyable day, as I've said a lot. Good atmosphere when it was full of people. Well, it wasn't full, but you know, it was still good, and I can only imagine what it's like on a full capacity cruise. More cabanas on the right there. And then we're coming back up to the main entrance where we came in. So that's basically a tour around the beach club at Bimini. There we are back where we started from. Now I'm going to show you a few more things. This is the cabana we had. This is one of the Grove cabanas. You had power in here as well, which is quite surprising. And if you needed help, you just hit that button and they would come to you. We didn't do that because we're not that person. We waited patiently. But we had a wonderful bartender. She came over and helped us with drinks and everything all day. And again, we could charge them to our room. There's power there on the left, so you can charge your phone. So this was one of the Grove cabanas. Slightly cheaper than the ones on the beach. This is where they did the lunch. That was the menu we had. It was phenomenal. You could have one of everything if you wanted, and we did, not gonna lie. We tried it all. And this is what our food looked like. I'd like to say that was just one of us, but no, that was both. And that's where it looked from a distance. We went past that a bit earlier, it was empty. And this is the area where everybody sat to eat. This is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see blue skies, glorious day. Now our neighbors in the cabana next to us decided to be funny and made the waitress go get all that food. They never hardly touched it. God, it made me angry. Anyway, this was where they did the beach party and all the floaties have now come out. You can see them all there and the DJ was playing full blast. Copyright reasons, I can't play that music on this video, but it was fun. And then this was in the afternoon, more down by the beach area, so you can get an idea of how busy it wasn't, because there's plenty of room for everybody. And then lastly, I'm going to show you where they did the bonfire. They made such a big deal out of this all week on the video, but that was it. They just lit it from behind you and didn't even know it was lit. That band played like 3 or 4 songs, and then they just left, and we were left to try and make our own way back with massive lines to get on those buses. So I don't really recommend staying for that, but that's up to you. If you want the experience, you want the experience. We did get a great sunset. So that's the beach club at Bimini. There you go, Shore Club, Bimini, in the Bahamas, Virgin, Scarlet Lady. Pretty impressive, huh? Really fun day, excellent food, great atmosphere. Apart from that waste of a time of a bonfire at the end of the day. It was just a great day out. So definitely do that if you go on the Virgin Cruise and you go there. Don't think it's going to be the same if you go there on a Carnival ship, because they don't have anything like that area set up. You can just rent a private cabana for the day with no service. I'm assuming there's bartenders locally that will come up and help you out with stuff. But yeah, definitely not like on the scale they have with the Virgin. So do it. And what else you can do is you can subscribe if you haven't already done so. What else you can do if you have any questions is email me, because my email's coming up at the end of this. What else you can do is sign up with my Facebook page, and I'm going to put the link in the comments at the end of this. And what else you can do is join me on my cruise, my group, my Mick the Suit Guy official cruise on the celebration in January 2024. If you want to join us, shoot me an email and I'll let you know the info. Other than that, see you later, cruising world. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe! Thank you.